I started Faceplant in 2008, and I just had this vision that I wanted to have a company that made people relax and feel good before they went to sleep at night. Back in high school, I learned that if I read my notes and studied before I went to sleep at night, I could remember everything in the morning really vividly, the concepts would be clearer, and it made me a better student. And so I had this vision that if we could help people to feel good before they go to sleep at night, help them to read something positive and inspiring before they went to sleep at night, the goal to inspire their dreams, which would in turn inspire their lives. I was working in the apparel and gift industry at the time, traveling like crazy, and I was at a show with my friend Allie, and we were out having dinner and drinks one night, and I was telling her about the idea and what I wanted to do, and she thought it was great, and we thought this would be a great giftable product. Couldn't come up with a name for it. So that night at dinner we were kind of brainstorming, and the waitress misinterpreted my, "Hey, wrap it up, I need the check," and brought us a third glass of wine. Allie looked at me and she said, "Well, I have no idea what you're going to call this imaginary company of yours, but if I touch that third glass of wine, I will absolutely faceplant into my pillow." And that was it. Faceplant was born. We started with just pillowcases with messaging in 2008, and it was a great time to do inspiring messaging because when the economy crashed, when the housing market crashed, people were feeling anxious, and I think the positive messaging was really spot on for what people were looking for at that time. And the inspiring message on pillowcases worked for a long time, and they're still an important part of our brand. But as we grew, we knew that it was more than just a message that makes you feel good. It's the entire experience of how you feel before you face plant into your pillow at night. After that, we discovered bamboo. And the bamboo is just such an amazing fiber, and it's so buttery soft. You sleep in it, it's like being naked, only better. And so we started making bamboo loungewear, and we went from a couple of pairs of pants and a t-shirt to now where we have everything, wrap robes, and we have this beautiful luxe robe. We've got slippers and slides. We've got these hemp and bamboo slides that are absolutely amazing this season. So we've really gone from just the pillowcases to a full branded sleep company, everything to make you feel good before you faceplant into your pillow. I think the culture of a company starts right in your own workspace, and our building is a big part of the Faceplant dream for me. I envisioned it being kind of a communal environment. We've got a full kitchen, and that's great because a couple of our staff are great cooks, and so all of a sudden you'll be working in your office and you're like, "What's that? Oh, Rachel's cooking again." We share lunches sometimes and cooking experience. On Thursdays in our living room, we have our friend Elaine comes over, and she's an amazing yoga instructor and keeps us healthy and sane. So we do yoga on Thursdays here. We're located in Ybor City, which is an historic city in Florida. And Ybor was established in the late 1800s by Cuban cigar manufacturers. And in fact, if you walk down the street just a couple blocks, you can still see a bunch of the guys in the windows still rolling the Cuban cigars. Most of the architecture around here is reflective of that era, and a lot of the buildings, they were originally cigar manufacturers. Ybor was traditionally a working class community. Everybody kept chickens in their backyards. It was just part of the culture, and those chickens have never left us. So they're an iconic part of our neighborhood. Almost everybody has chickens. We have our own chickens, and so we make a lot of omelets around here. If you go 2 blocks in one direction, you find all these great restaurants and clubs, and you go 2 blocks in the other direction from our warehouse, and there's still a working farm. So that makes it a really cool community. There's a good mix of people here, and that's one of the things we love about it. Well, we've always been really conscious of the partners we choose to manufacture our products. So when we first started Faceplant, we used third-party companies to vet our plants for us. We wanted to make sure that they followed the same ethical and social practices that we supported. And that worked pretty well for us, but as we got bigger, we found that it was easier for us to go to the plants ourselves. We feel like we get a better view of what's going on, and we can be more confident in the plants we choose to produce our products. So we go to China or to India pretty regularly. Last year we took our 11-year-old son to China and went and visited a lot of our plants. And what was really cool about it was the opportunity for us to meet the families that we work with. Our 11-year-old son got to go to dinner with the owner of our plant and their family and a couple of the workers brought their kids, and we ended up having a big party, and we got to try all their foods. We got to try our hand at Mandarin, which was painful. They speak English a lot better than we speak Mandarin, but it was a really cool experience to have the families together and to get to know the people that we work with. By actually going to the plants, it helps us to ensure that they're following the same practices, and they're also good stewards for their own communities. Going to the fabric mills I was excited about it, but it ended up being a little bit of a disappointment to me because I found that the fabrics that are available in the marketplace that are pre-woven, pre-knitted, simply don't have the features that we're looking for in our fabrics. We use a really fine denier of yarn when we knit our bamboo fabrics. It's finer than what's available in the marketplace. So it takes us a little longer our manufacturing process takes us a little longer, it's a little more complex, but you can feel the difference when you feel our fabric because it drapes so nicely. Our bamboo has such a soft hand to it compared to what's available in most of the marketplace. So going to the fabric mill didn't give me new fabric options. What it did was confirm for me that continuing the process we do, which is a little more complex, is really going to result in a better product. Academy Prep of Tampa is located right here in Ybor, and it's a middle school. It takes children from 5th through 8th grade, and in an area where graduation rates are only 50% from high school, Academy Prep students have a 98% graduation rate, which is incredible. The school really teaches them study habits and practices that they wouldn't possibly otherwise get, and it sets them up for a lifetime of success. They've had incredible success in building our community right here from within. We love the community in which we're located, and we love the work that Academy Prep does. Last year, we ended up donating enough to support one full scholarship, which is really exciting for us to put a student through school. Your support of Faceplant supports the students in our community. If you haven't ever felt Faceplant fabrics, you're in for a treat. Our traditional bamboo fabric, it's just buttery soft, it feels amazing. But we've added a couple of new fabrics too, some bamboo cottons that are just incredible on our Luxe robe and on our Voyager 2 wrap and our new joggers. We've got all kinds of new stuff to show you this year. Send us a smoke signal, call us, email us. We'll take your messages any way you send them, and we look forward to working with you all.